wish I had a time machine.
Up, everybody, it's me, your girl Tommy for short, and of course, like always, I'm back with another one, highly requested. Want to say thank you to all my subbies that come and visit me and spend your time with me. Thanks for all my followers and all my friends over on Instagram and TikTok that went ahead and sent me some awesome topics for this Q&A. And let's go ahead, as I like to say, and get busy. One of our first questions is, what is my take on evenly yoked relationships? So me personally, I feel like no matter what kind of relationship it is, a friendship, a relationship, a courtship, a marriage, whatever it is very important to me to be evenly yoked, because sometimes when you aren't, I feel like the other person feels like they have more leverage. And then secondly, that's how you see competitive sides in relationships and friendships and things like that, because they're not evenly yoked. So sometimes those relationships result in competitions that had no business being competitions in the first place. So I would say surround yourself around people that are your equal, but also surround yourself around people that know a little bit more than you, are a bit knowledgeable, because you can grow. And what will make you evenly yoked is your tunnel vision, you know, your goals, where you want to go. They may have already met those goals. They may have already been there and done that. So maybe their testimony or, you know, them just being informative, you know, could really put you in a different position. When you are evenly yoked and you are in a relationship or a friendship or anything like that, you channel each other and you pull different things from each other. So evenly yoked doesn't mean an expert at all the same things. You may have some great attributes, and likewise. So then we feed off each other, we pour into each other, and we kind of share those experiences and things like that. And it molds you, like I said, in relationships and friendships and all that. So that's why people in your friendships and your relationships, they can show you new things if you're not afraid. So if you're not a competitive person, shall I say, you're not a jealous person or anything like that, I think it's a bit more easier to not be on the exact same level as your friends or your spouse, because you purely just want to grow. You purely just want to expand who you are and become a better version of yourself. And having someone that's on the next level from you or on a different level, okay? Because evenly yoked or not being evenly yoked doesn't necessarily mean that they're on a higher level than you. It's just a different level as far as I'm concerned. But I do think it's important, because you have to be extremely headstrong to feel secure in your relationships and friendships when you're not on the same level, or you don't have the same mindset, or, you know, you haven't been through some of the same things. So I think it is important to be evenly yoked. And if you're not evenly yoked, I think it's important to be in tune with yourself so that you can handle whatever the next level or whatever different experiences your friends or mates or family have had. So yeah, that's definitely my take on that. What would I tell myself or someone in their 20s? So if I could, I would tell my 20-year-old self or my 20-something-year-old self that there is nothing you cannot achieve and there is nothing you cannot conquer. I've always been a strong-minded person, and I've always been a strong-willed person. And because of that, I think I've always tried to push my way through things, no matter how hard it felt or no matter how difficult. Sometimes with a lot of self-doubt, with a lot of obstacles, and with a whole lot of independence. So I just felt like I could get through anything, but I never knew if it was going to be okay. Sometimes you're just pushing through something and you never for sure know, you know what, this is going to be okay. You know what, this happens to everybody. Or you know what, this is a part of life. With wisdom and time, this will change, this will grow. Those are all things I would reflect on to my 20-something year self, because those are like the worry stages. It's like YOLO, but it's also like worry stages, because you're YOLOing everything. I don't care, I'm going. I don't care. I'm spending. I don't care. You know, this is what makes me happy. But after those decisions, a lot of us in our 20s, we don't know how to pick up the pieces or put those things back together, and we are just winging it. So in those moments, we kind of want a reinsurance or a secondary notion to know, look, it's going to be okay. This too shall pass. Or you're not the only one that has been here, you know? And I also would tell my 20-year-old something self that you don't have to rush anything. I grew up fast. I had a lot of responsibility fast. You know, I had a kid early, things like that. I was young. I was 21. So I took on a lot, and I felt like I was 20 something, but I was really like 30 something, you know? And I really needed to know during those stages, look, it's gonna be okay. You don't have to take everything so serious, you know? I'm still very serious in a lot of ways, but I'm a lot more laxed when it comes to pressure and things like that. But I had so much responsibility, and my independence and my way to flourish was so important to me that I took a lot of things serious. I was not a partier. I was not an overspender. No, I wasn't drinking every weekend. You know, I wasn't late for work or calling out. Like, I had things to do. So I appreciate my work ethic and just my mindset in my 20s as far as just being a very strong home front for my family and for my parents and, you know, my kid at the time. But I needed to take it a little easy because now I'm in my 30s and I feel like I done missed something. You know what I'm saying? Not really, because I don't. But sometimes I get a little envious of that. Like, you know, I want to snatch my 20s back up for a second, or just press hold like on 27 or something. Press like and definitely press subscribe if you ever just wanted to press the hold on like 20 something. But those are some things I would definitely tell my 20-something-year-old self. You know, either you're really serious in your 20s or you're shit up in your 20s. So I feel like a middle ground for 20s, a little fun, a little responsibility, you know, a good balance will get you through your 20s on top. And just be true to yourself. Know what you can handle. Don't feel like you got to get it all done in your 20s. A lot of people feel like I need to be married by 30. I need to start having kids by 31. We're not going to pass no judgment. We're not going to rush anybody. We're not going to do any of that. Take your time. Have a little fun. But definitely take notes so that you're prepared for your 30s. And YOLO it. Like I said, just a little bit. Definitely. That's my take on 20s. We are under this myth that because someone is older, they're more seasoned, they've got their stuff together, they know what they're doing, they're not going to play any games, you know, they're established. We have all these misconceptions in our head about dating up, whether that's dating up in age, dating up in value, whatever you want to call it. We have all these misconceptions. I feel like you have to meet people when they are. I feel like, be it man or woman, there are 50-year-old people that aren't to be taken serious. You know, they're not truthful. They don't know where they're headed. They're not well-rounded. They're not well-versed. They haven't seen the world. They haven't done a lot of things. They're not ready to settle down. Or they're not ready to zero in on a relationship or a friendship with somebody seriously. So I don't feel as though that's an age factor. It is a season factor. It is a maturity factor. And maturity does not always go by count. So maturity is definitely primarily intellectual. So I don't care what age you are. If your mind is right, your heart is in the right place, I just feel like you have to meet people in the right chapter. Because this girl at 22, she may look like your dream girl. She may look good to you, but she may not be good for you. You might have to catch her at 35. You might have to catch him at 39, you know? You just have to meet people where they are in life. And unfortunately, everybody is not on the same scale or page. So for me, sorry, it has nothing to do with, you know, age at all. Like Aaliyah said, age ain't nothing but a number. They play at 60, honey. They do. People do what they want to do, okay? I know y'all seen those housewives, you know, 50 and 60 years old dipping off with the pool guy. See what I'm saying? age ain't nothing but a number. That's that on that. Our final question: how do you level up and grow? That to me is a very case-specific type of question. What I would recommend is that you really sit down and you do some soul searching and you figure out what you want for yourself, what the objective is, what you yearn for, what inspires you, what makes you feel good. And I think those are the things that will essentially level you up. And putting your life into perspective and on the right track for what you want to do is leveling up. So for instance, if you want to be a hairdresser, you shouldn't be taking a real estate class. That's not leveling you up. Not saying real estate is not a great way to make a living, but it's not truly what you aspire to do. So will you just be leveling up on the books, meaning in a tax bracket, but not in your heart? So it really depends on what's important to you. Is it things of monetary value? Is it social status, stability, family? Is it physical? Look, I only hit the gym 3 days a week. I need to go 5. I'm trying to drop another 30 pounds. So y'all know what I say, to thy own self be true. You know what you want and you know what you need. Pray on it and get busy. Like, that's all I'm about. That's my new wave. That's my new inspiration. Leveling up for me is just really doing myself times 10. So whoever on earth I think I am, whoever on earth I think I aspire to be, you know, because I'm still growing. I'm an adult, I'm a woman, but life ain't done yet. I got so many other things to see, to do, and I feel like I'm going to keep on leveling up because that's called growth. So we like to call it level it up, but it's really growth, bottom line. And I feel like that's all about lessons and blessings. So no matter what you go through, make it a lesson. And there's like a policy that I've been going by as of lately. And it's really simple. You know, it's not tricky. And it's what now? You know, let's get tired of being stressed out. Let's stop looking at other people's lives and other people's dreams and advice and think that's the way to level up. No. What's happening for you? What now? You know what I'm saying? Like, you got some things you want. What's the next level? Check some things off that list. You know, make yourself a priority and you'll be climbing the ladder to success in no time. So for me, that's the recipe. Definitely. Just being true to yourself and keeping a very, very, very clean and tight circle, because energy is key. You're not going to level anything without key. You're going to sink. You're going to drown without keeping your circle very tight, very clean, and very positive. You know, if the note is not positive, you're going to have to get those people or those things out your cipher. That's just my personal opinion. You have to weed through to determine, you know, what can go the long haul with you. This group of friends, this relationship, this job, whatever it is, this personal trainer, this makeup artist. Who's going with you? Who you putting on your back? You understand what I'm saying? Who's in the room with you? So definitely tighten up in order to level up. Definitely. Later on this week, same time, same place, you and me, like always. I enjoy you guys. I hope this was informative. I hope you got into my brain a little bit just to know how I view things and what's my take and what I expect in my life and the different channels and different things that I have been through. So hopefully it'll help someone. And if it doesn't, forward it to somebody else you think it would help, okay? And make sure they press like, subscribe, all that other good stuff. And I'm going to keep them coming like always. Make everything you do and everything you are a masterpiece. We'll see you next time, baby, right here on Tommy's Take. Peace.